welcome back to SlydeBytes. A little bit of an extended playing intro there, but hey, I just kind of got carried away. No excuse for it. Anyway, thanks so much for coming and watching the channel here. And if you're not familiar with the channel, this is, again, SlydeBytes. This is a budget guitar and gear review channel. So all that you just heard is literally just my Ibanez RG 120 right here in drop B flat through this tiny little amplifier. This is the actual review on the Positive Grid Spark Go. Now, I've drugged this out for a couple weeks. I actually unboxed it 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to give myself plenty of time to actually dig into this thing and actually learn this thing before I do a full review on it, because I feel like with so much built into it and so much functionality and such a tiny little thing, all you need is that amp in your smartphone, and you have 50,000 tones is what it says right there on the box, literally at your fingertips to go through, and just an absolute plethora of different features to dig into as well. So I figured, let's give myself plenty of time to get into this, and I did the unboxing, we did some first impressions, and I was immediately impressed, and I went ahead after that and I played with this thing. I've been pretty much using this exclusively for a couple tracks I recorded on this for my Instagram and TikTok. Other than some doing a little bit with that, I've mostly just been exclusively playing this little amp for 2 weeks now, and let me tell you, I have been just continuously blown away. So basically, this is a very low priced, very small amp that is super affordable. I mean, right now, I was just on Sweetwater before filming, and it is only $120 for the Positive Grid Spark Go. And this is a 5-watt practice amp, basically. Portable, rechargeable battery. It says 8-hour battery life. I think this is what. Oh, excuse me. I think yes, 8-hour rechargeable battery. So that is really cool. And I've actually not killed it yet. I've got pretty low, but I mean I've only charged it twice in the last 2 weeks. That's really impressive. You do have this little belt loop. If you choose to use that. I've used this with the headphones, and just like what we're doing right now, we're just playing it, right here in front of you. And we're not even, let's see, I turned the volume up for the clean demo there. Cleaner, it's not, my clean is never really clean, but right now, say the volume's about 75%, and plenty loud. That's actually hurting my ears. So it definitely punches out a lot of volume. You do get a little bit farting out with the amp, just because of the nature of the 2-inch speaker. That is putting a lot of sound through a small speaker. So it does far out a little bit. You can actually. So this is really important. And let's go ahead and just talk about it. This amp. So this has 4 different preset slots you can use. So you just press this little button and it cycles through your presets for you. You also have volume controls right here for your music that's playing behind you, backing track, or whatever you're playing it through. Or like if you're using this as a Bluetooth speaker. You also have this rolling knob for volume. It will start clicking when you've maxed it out. Power knob and Bluetooth sync knob, button is right here. You can't really see it very well, but it's right there. And there's some glowing lights, and there's the actual charging port. The rest, you can swap out your grills. It comes with 2. At least mine did. It came with this tweed, which is I'm kind of a thing going. I actually kind of like tweed amps a lot, so I got the simulated tweed looking one, and I also have. I put most of the stuff back in the box for safekeeping, but here's the black grill and the different. Strap. So anyway, all that's just extra features. We covered a lot of that in the unboxing. This little amplifier also works with bass, and acoustic electric guitar, and electric guitar. Unbelievable. I mean, that is crazy. My new X, I call it nuts sometimes, but the new X here, again, look how much bigger that is. This is a 3-inch speaker, but this is like a 3-watt amplifier. I mean, it's just a much bigger amp in general than the Spark Go, but it also handles the higher volumes a little bit better, I will say. Now you can go into so let's go ahead and dig into the app too. So when you're in the app, you can just click right here. So this is SlydeBytes Metal, and it's kind of, this is, I actually compared this with my Blackstar to make this preset. So what you hear here, what you're hearing is actually a very simulated tone that's been designed to sound a lot like my Blackstar amplifier, which is my beloved amp, and my dream tone. Is this very, I've done my best to make these two sound as close as can be given the situation of how they're made and everything. But you also can scroll through here. Here's SlydeBytes Clean. Then you have an acoustic electric setting and bass settings, all pre-made here. You can also go to Pop, where you have some other factory presets, Blues, which is some more factory presets, Rock, more factory presets, Metal factory presets, Alternative factory presets, Bass, and Acoustic, which you only have 2 for each of those. And you can actually download other people's tones that they made through the app, and you can see right here I've got for Alternative, I've slipped in, I just put them in a couple slots here for myself. I downloaded, someone had made a Slipknot and a Breaking Benjamin one, so I downloaded those to try out. And here's another one, this is New Metal 101. Someone on the channel actually commented that to me and said that they had made it, so I found it and I actually would like it. So I have that one here. I also have another SlydeBytes Metal and a Jim Root tone. You can literally just go on the app, and let's show that here. Let's go to here. You can just type in music and you can find all kinds of different backing tracks and things like that. There's all this stuff that you can find. You can do Smart Jam and Quick Jam, and that will AI learn with you to create a jam track to go with you. I haven't quite gotten that to work quite right for me, I will be honest with you. I'm still trying to get that to work right with the metal side of things. I seem to be struggling a little bit. It's most likely just me not running this thing correctly. But you can also do direct streaming, which is really cool. So yeah, that's freaky. Oh, okay, I'm all over the place. Let's get me off of so many screens. Okay. Anyway, so you can do direct streaming. But what I really like is you can actually go back here. You have a tuner and a metronome built in. Help Center, you have About Positive Grid there. Apple Music, Spotify for going right on there. You can go to Shop. And what's new, save songs. You can also click audio here and go on in and see these EQ scenarios, which are really cool. So these EQ scenarios will go balanced, rock, acoustic, and bass. And those are obviously adjusted. So if you find that your sound isn't quite right when you're switching between instruments, you can actually go into the audio settings and optimize it even further. And if you've got high output pickups or like active pickups, you can actually turn on high Z mode, and that will dampen some of that farting out that you're getting. So that's on right now. Let's go ahead and I have high Z on. Let's go back to my SlydeBytes Metal tone right here and click on that. All right, so let's try that out real quick. So yeah, it definitely is dampening out some of that farting out that I was getting, and it still sounds pretty good. It does cut out a little bit of the mid-range I've noticed, and it does kind of dampen the volume, but it does sound pretty good, and it might be better for stopping some of that farting out again. Honestly, I could probably use this in a small scenario for busking. It's that loud. This thing hurts my ears. I don't know how many people you could have around you talking in conversations before it got drowned out, but if I were just doing some busking out, I don't really see a problem with this. I don't necessarily recommend it for that purpose, but honestly, I'd be pretty willing to try it. I don't have anywhere to do that right now. It's not really the best location for that sort of thing, especially right now with how cold it is. It would be really cool. This is a great product. I'm just gonna put it right now. This thing is excellent. I know I'm talking a lot, but I did a lot of playing in the intro. You've heard it now a few times. In fact, I don't even know, like that last video I made. There's so much you can do with this. It would add that 8 minutes of playtime and tone demos I did would be added onto this video, and it would be ridiculously long because there's so much in this amplifier. I didn't show you. So like going to amp model, so I can just click on the tone cloud emblem right here in the corner, and I can literally just type in. So let's just here's some of my search results from the past. Here's Jim Root. And I can just scroll through all these different things people have made to sound like Jim Root. I did the same thing. Here's Breaking Benjamin. And again, people will have already made Breaking Benjamin presets, and you can download those and try them out for yourself and see what works great. There's just so much you can do here. Again, this thing works as an audio interface as well. It is portable, it is rechargeable. I don't know what else to say here other than this thing is amazing. I'm gonna put it like this. If this thing had bigger speaker, which is important because it now can with this Positive Grid FR cab, which I'm very, very much wanting. Because I think actually, instead of buying another bass amp, I'd probably just use this, go through the FR cab, and use that as my bass amp. Because I've been wanting to get a new one eventually, and I think that might be just the route I go. It's $299 or something like that. I mean, considering what it is, it's doing so much, and you have so much available to you. I gotta say, I think this thing, my honest opinion, if this had a bigger speaker, I think this might, to me, sound better than like my Marshall Code 50 or my Boss Katana. I think Positive Grid knocked this out of the park. It sounds amazing. The tones are spot on. I honestly think this would sound, like second only to the Black Star or my acoustic or something like that. My other rig here. These two have proven themselves on this channel time and time again. This would be a great like backup or something just to have. Again, going through an FR cab, I bet it sounds really good. I really want to try it, and I think I could make. I mean, this one little tool here works for acoustic, electric guitar, and bass guitar. You can use 3 different types of instrument in this and use it as a Bluetooth speaker and audio interface for recording or whatever, going into that and getting access to all these tones. This is an insane product. For the price, I mean, how can you beat something like this? For making your presets too, I should just go ahead and say, you can just click on this, and I mean, you can pull up, let's see, it has, some of these are gonna be locked up, but 39 amplifier models just right there. And then for each, some of these you have to purchase with the Jimi Hendrix experience, but I think the actual number is 33. There's a few more locked up in that too. So probably about 33 amp models. And you have all these, you can click on this, you have all these different pedals. For each section you have noise gate, comp, wah, drive, amp, mod and EQ, delays, reverbs. This is where mod and EQ is where you get your EQ pedals and your trims and choruses. And obviously comp and wah is going to be your compressors and wahs. And there you have more pedals built in each of those. Noise gate. I mean, you just have so much functionality in this thing. And to turn your knobs, you literally just click over the knob. And I won't save any of this, but you just click over so I don't change anything. But you click over the knob and just scroll up and down, turn your dials, and that's how you do it. That's all there is to it. This is super easy to use. It's intuitive. It is very fun. If you don't like apps, this may not be the thing for you. You don't have to use your phone once you set these up. If you get your 4 tones saved to your amplifier, you don't have to use this any further. You can just go straight off of the amp and just play off of your saved to your hardware presets. You have 4 slots. You can do, that's plenty. Honestly, in my opinion, that's about what you have on the Boss Katana 50 as is. But for save presets and that's plenty. I usually only use 2 tones in a single time anyway. If I need to throw something on there, it's easy enough. But anyway, with this thing, you get a lot of functionality. There's a lot to it, and it's not very expensive. It's super easy to use, and it's very portable. I have been using this with headphones. I won't say this replaces a headphone amp because it is one of those things where a headphone amp, you just plug it straight into the guitar. There's no extra cords other than your headphones. This, you do have to have a cord or some way to connect the guitar to it, and then this is either going to hang off of you or in a pocket maybe, but then you gotta be careful with like your headphone jack and everything. So it's not quite a pocket, or it is pocket size. You could probably use it, I guess, as a pocket amplifier or hang off your belt loop, but it's not quite. I still think there's a place for like a headphone amp for a practice tool, but as far as like a desktop amp, I think it makes a great one. I'm still not replacing my NUX, by the way. It's still on my nightstand. It's still there for me to play every night. This is just a much more portable, much more handy solution with a rechargeable battery and a much bigger tone palette. Again, you have 50,000 plus options available to you through that, and backing tracks, and you can literally search for the backing tracks just on here. And I mean, it's so cool. Like I literally was doing here Slipknot style instrumentals. These are just things that EDM and cyberpunk and things like that. I was just typing in all kinds of different backing track styles and just pulling it right up here. Let's just click on that and just see what. Yeah, click on that, and then here I've just pulled up a ton of results for just that, and they will play it through the phone or through the Bluetooth on there. Guys, this is awesome. I know I'm not playing as much in this one, I'm talking a lot, but I've done 3 videos now on this amplifier. There's just so much to go over. All I can say is I highly recommend this thing. It sounds phenomenal. This is more functionality. I mean, for metal or whatever you want to play. I mean, let's turn my delay back on a little bit. I like having some delay on for some of this stuff, but I mean. It sounds phenomenal. You can clean that up a little bit. Just roll back your volume. And I'm going to turn that delay off for a second here. You can do so much with this thing, and I really, really do like it. I really highly recommend it. I just can't imagine anything sounding better for what it is. It does everything you want it to do. You could want it to do and more. Yeah, this is one of my favorite products I've ever reviewed. I'm just gonna put it straight up out there. This is one of the best things for practicing and for at home. It is a 5-watt 2-inch amplifier, and it just sounds phenomenal. Even at this size, it sounds good. I think it's great, and there are bigger versions of this amp. The thing sounds great. I'm blown away. You know, I watched other people talk about this online, I mentioned before, and I thought it didn't sound that great. I'm blown away. This sounds amazing. It sounds way better than what I thought it would. I spend so much time on this, and you know, I play guitar every day, and every day I've played this amplifier, and I love it. It is a great product. It is a great tool for learning, and again, you have metronome, drum beats, you have all this stuff there, all the fundamental things you could think of to learn. You can access there. You have smart AI drumming and backing track capability. What else do you want? This is one of, again, the best products I've ever reviewed on this channel. I'm very, very happy, and it costs less than several pedals out there. Some of the biggest name brands out there don't even make pedals this affordable. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you keep coming back and watching SlydeBytes. You mean the world to me. You really do, and you keep me going. Please check out SlydeBytes on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, SoundCloud, and here on the YouTube community page for more guitar playing content. And also, if you think I've earned it, please like and subscribe, because it does go a long way to helping this little channel grow, and that will help me eventually find more gear and keep going on this very expensive but very fun project, this passion project of mine. Yeah. So guys, again, thank you so much. More content always in the works. Keep shredding, partners. I will see you soon with more guitar content, and who only knows what else is going to come up in my brain. Bye.